Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good morning, everybody. Saw some snow in the mountains with that recent storm system, so a really beautiful shot there from over the weekend at Sequoia National Park and up at Mineral King in Sequoia National Park. You can see up around 9,000 feet. Still had some of those clouds lingering there. Beautiful fresh snow. So that system has moved on through, and now we are left with all the cold air but clear skies. So a freeze warning for the valley. Still a little windy from the backside of that storm system over the mountains today. So a wind advisory until 10 o'clock. You'll see gusts of 45 miles an hour. For the valley, we're going to see temperatures down to 25 degrees in the coldest parts outside the city. Main city should stay a bit warmer, 30 to 32 degrees, but that still means widespread frost. And we're going to spend a number of hours below the freezing mark. We're going to spend up to 6 hours below the 28-degree mark for the rural areas. So that critical mark for our citrus growers. We're going to spend a couple hours below freezing in the cities, so you do want to protect your pets, your plants, and your pipes. Right now, we are seeing temperatures below freezing, not down to the 20s just yet. Sun will come up at 6:50 this morning, start warming us up. But so far we're at 32 in Lemoore and Porterville, 33 in Los Banos, 39 in Fresno, and 31 degrees in Hanford. And we'll keep an eye on those temperatures as we go along. Average temperature is 61 degrees. Yesterday only topped out at 56 degrees, but if you're outside in the sunshine, it was a gorgeous day. Record temperature is 73, set back in 1925, and we typically see a stretch of 70s during February, and it looks like we'll see that by the end of the week. In terms of rainfall, with that big storm system last week, we got more than 4/10 of an inch in Fresno, and we are still short more than 2 inches of rain. So that is going to take a series of storms to catch back up. Not seeing that in the future. We have high pressure in place. That means the air kind of builds on top of itself, blocks these clouds from reaching us, and that keeps the cold air in our area for the mornings. We have clear skies, nothing to keep us insulated, but by the afternoon we'll see the sunshine and we'll warm up over the next couple of days. 34 degrees in Visalia right now. Visibility looks great. Winds staying light out of the east at 8 miles an hour. It's the mountains that are going to be gusty today, as well as the foothills, but the valley will stay pretty calm, and temperatures will be in the upper 50s to low 60s. 61 in Coalinga, 60 in Los Banos and Corcoran, 59 in Merced, Madera, Fresno today. Foothills, you're in the low to mid 50s from Mariposa, Oakhurst, and Albury, 58 degrees in Squaw Valley. And up in the mountains today, you're going to see temperatures there up around 38 degrees in China Peak, 44 in Shaver Lake, 29 degrees up in Sequoia, and you'll be closer to the low 30s in Kings Canyon National Park today. Our air quality is going to be moderate for most of the valley floor, and so because of that, you are allowed to burn wood in most areas. No wood burning allowed in Fresno County today. And your Boz mold count is still very high, 8 out of 10 count, with pine, willow, and weeds also in the air. So our 7-day forecast shows temperatures back to the 60s tomorrow, more patchy frost tomorrow morning. Then we're up to the 70s by the weekend, so our temperatures will warm up all weekend long. 66 for your Valentine's Day. And for the mountains, we're in the mid 40s today, back to the 50s by Wednesday, upper 50s by the weekend. Still in the teens though overnight tonight, and still very windy. Now let's check out our CBS 47 pinpoint traffic report presented by Bank of the West. Looks like most of our freeways are doing okay. A little bit of slowing in the Madera area and on the 180 around Clovis Avenue. We do have a report of a car fire. It looks like it's not blocking the roadway. That's at Hayes and Dakota, but watch out for crews in that area. Zara, back to you.
Thanks, Jenny. Financial news now, and this morning's Money Watch, sponsored by Security First Bank. Here's Alexis Christoforous.
Wall Street will try and make it 7 winning weeks in a row. The market has benefited as investors poured more than $4 billion into stock mutual funds since the start of the year. Analysts say they're encouraged by the fact that for the first time in many years, individual investors are jumping back into the market. In the last session, the Dow rallied nearly 49 points. The Nasdaq climbed about 29 to close at a 12-year high. Shares of LinkedIn surged to an all-time high after the company's quarterly earnings blew past Wall Street's estimates. And AOL soared 7% after the internet company said its quarterly revenue grew for the first time in 8 years. Analysts predict earnings last quarter rose 6.5% for the S&P 500 companies. That would be an increase from the 2.4% growth rate for the previous quarter. Earnings reports will continue to trickle into Wall Street. Expect reports this week from Coca-Cola, Cisco Systems, and General Motors. This week marks the 125th anniversary of the first publication of the Financial Times in London. The FT newspaper was launched as the London Financial Guide on January 9th, 1888, renaming itself the Financial Times about a month later. And Farmville is coming to television. X-Men director Brett Ratner will produce a half-hour animated TV series based on Zynga's popular social media game. No word yet on which network will carry the Farmville show. And that's your Money Watch. For more, go to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Alexis Christoforous.
It is 5:15, 37 degrees. One famous whiskey won't have the same punch. Find out why it's getting watered down.
And I fell heavy into your arms.
And listening to Mumford & Sons' huge winners at the Grammys last night. We've got your recap coming up.
We'll blow away with this new
At CBS